Boy, Chris, how much fun is it to have basketball back? Talk about some of the things you personally look for early in a season.
Oh, man, what I personally look for in the beginning of the season is how guys develop. And a lot of that is body language. You know, are you putting your head down and dropping your head after a shot? Are you not running back on defense after a turnover? These are all little things that show what you're thinking about. You know, I just kind of check out the development, but again, the body language. Is a guy playing hard through his frustration? Is a guy giving his coach eye contact in the huddle? Is he being a great teammate by encouraging guys? I'm passing to an open player for a better shot. And so those are the things that I look at. And then again, with the pace being at an all-time high, I think now is a new golden era of basketball where you can have so much more fun because you are no longer held to rules of not getting out at the shot clock, not getting on the fast break. Coaches are now encouraging this style, so the game to me is a lot more fun. So hopefully as a rookie you come in and you embrace this and just let it fly.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. They've got A-Train. Pierce is out there with Webb. And it's Hunt in at the point. Pass to York. Out to the right wing. Here's Craig. Passes it to York. The tray. Offensive rebound. Geiger. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Geiger's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now, here is Webb. The pass to Hunt. Fires the three. No good. Gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Pass to Craig. Here's Geiger. Pass to York. 5 on the clock. Shoots. Changes up. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Two shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Pierce, the pass to Whitney. He kicks it to Webb. Here's Hunt. Shot clock at 6. Back to Webb. Here's Osborne. Misses and the dry spell continues.
0 for 3, not the start they're looking for.
To the left wing. Down low. Here's York. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Webb the pass to Hunt. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. McCoy, Pierce covering. Passes it to Craig. To the wing on the left. Here's McCoy. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There's the pass to Whitney. And he gets the bucket.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Right wing. McCoy. Pierce covering. Here's Craig. Pass to McCoy. From deep. No good that time. Gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Pass to Hunt. The dish to Webb. Pass to Hunt. Back to Webb. Here's Osborne. Buries the long-range jumper.
He's not their first option too often, but he can hit the 3 when he's on.
Gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with Fred Hoiberg. It's the first matchup of the season against this team, and he knows that they have great shot blocking. But he did say we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Put the bigs in high pick-and-roll situations and shoot the jumper with confidence. They feel that's the key, Kevin.
David, thanks. Sounds like he's prepped his guys on how to handle this opposing defense.
And no surprise there, because they're facing a team that can win games with its defense. They are an aggressive bunch from the start.
Well, look, you can play with pace, you can play with speed, and still be patient. And that's what this team is going to have to do against this aggressive D. They can't force things. They've got to play smart and in control.
Here's Hunt. Kicks to Webb. And there's the pass to Whitney. Now Pierce. Here's Hunt, defended by Geiger. Hunt with the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Craig. Pass to York. They need this one. Hits it from 3-point range. Baddest one's got 6.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
You played, C-Webb, for a number of different teams. How did you personally measure an organization's quality?
It starts at the top. It's the commitment to winning. It's the little things, caring for players, everyone else there on the staff as people first. And then also setting the tone, letting people know that we're a winning organization. You know, I've been to some organization and the word winning has never come up from the top brass, if you could believe it or not. So you know who wants to win. You see the intensity on the owner's face. You see the intensity on everyone's face as well. And you can tell by that passion whose foxhole you're in.
Teams will make substitutions. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Home team on D. They lead by 4. A-Train the pass to Murray. Ellis outside. Passes to Sharp. Now Whitney. He's covered by Bosch. Clock at 4. Goes up at the stripe. Whitney misses. Gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Here's Gray. Here's Bosch. It's deflected. To the middle. Off with the layup.
And you can see at this stage of his career, just still not comfortable as a finisher at the basket.
Vicious to Gray. Bosch in the post. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Sharp the pass to Whitney. Sharp, he's covered by Bosch. And he makes the first. And he makes both free throws. And the home team has possession. 4-point game. The pass to Ortiz. Bosch kicks to Gray. Here's Baker. Knocks it down from 7 feet. Baker's got his first points of the game.
The inbound play works to perfection. You got to love to get those quick hitters.
Sharp, the pass to Christie. Sharp, he's covered by Bosch. Pass to Christie. Whitney with it. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Sharp. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And the chosen one gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. The chosen one, he's checked in for the chosen one. Gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Sharp, the pass to Murray. Pass to Sharp. Craig pulls it in. Gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Baker. Hughes, the pass to Gray. Here's Craig. Passes it to Ortiz. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Yeah, way beyond the arc on that play. It's the kind of shot he can make, but not necessarily the one you want.
Here's Craig. Baker kicks to Craig. The pass to Ortiz. Shoots from 14. Off the left rim and out.
You can't be missing shots like that in the post. That'll get you a spot on the bench.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. To the inside, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? Here's Craig, defended by Christie. Shoots from the block. It's blocked, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. .26 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And there's the call on Adrian. That's his first foul. There's 25 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Gray. 8 points his last outing. 4 on the clock. Connects in the foul line jumper. Gray's got his first bucket of the night.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
Pass to Sharp. Three-pointer on the way. And so it's the home team with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I tell you what, that first quarter, you can see the game plan is a commitment to offensive rebounding.
Oh, yeah, this is how they squeezed out extra possessions and captured the early lead.
Being a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. A-Train is out there with Christie. Then it's Ellis. Then there's Murray. And it's Sharp, and it's the one. Pass to Christie. Just 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range. That shot, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Gray. Passes it to Ortiz. Unable to get that one.
I'm not sure if the D bothered him or if he just lost concentration on that one, but that's a layup he should convert.
Here's Ellis. It's rebounded by Gray.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
Here's Craig. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. When it came to a big man's responsibilities, you helped pave the way for so much change in that regard. But what are some of the big C-Web now doing that weren't done when you were playing?
I don't know, Kevin, if it was anything that they weren't doing, but it's the freedom to do it with consistency. So even if we talk about a Larry Bird, who only could shoot maybe a 3.5 a game. Let's just round it up to 2 threes a game. Well, now, what if Larry Bird had the freedom to shoot 10 threes a game like guys do now? And so I think that the game has caught up with players' skill set as opposed to the skill set catching up with players' game. So no longer are you held to being a big man. Now you can be a basketball player. And being a basketball player for Dirk Nowitzki is much better than him being a big man. Dirk Nowitzki, being a basketball player that he is, means that he is a threat wherever he is on the floor because he's not just limited to a 2-foot box space there in the post. And for defenders like myself, I would much rather Dirk Nowitzki have to stay 2 feet in the post than to be able to shoot the ball whenever, wherever he wanted to. Because I tell you what, now you got a problem because he can knock it down from anywhere and everywhere that he wants to.
Being at 36%, they really seem out of sync offensively. Here's Gray. On Saturday, they'll defend home court against the Orlando Magic. And then on Tuesday, they'll head out on the road to face the Pistons in Detroit.
In that matchup against the Bucks, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top. Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Here's the pass to Osborne, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Here's Craig. He kicks to Gray. McCoy defended by Christie. 6 on the shot clock. Here's York. There's the pass to Gray. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Here's Hunt. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the right side. Here's Osborne. It's rebounded by Gray. Gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Pass to Craig. Passes to York. Here's Geiger. And the ball goes out of bounds. It's turned over.
Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Christie. Inside, Hunt. Good. 5 points in the game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Outside Bosch. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. This is his first free throw of the game.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
The free throw drops for Bosch. That one misses. Gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Outside Pierce. And there's the pass to Hunt. To the paint. Here's Webb. Geiger with the rebound.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Poked away. To the inside, and he slams it one-handed.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Christie kicks to Webb. Here's Hunt. He's got 5. The shot that time, not on target. Outside Bosch. Webb pulls it in. Webb's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Kicks to Pierce. Pass to Christie. Outside Pierce. Off target with his 3. Gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Pass to McCoy. Geiger against Webb.
2 shots.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. Now here's Pierce. And so the timeout by Fred Hoiberg here.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
Pass to Hunt. Here's Christie. He's covered by Bosch. Here's Christie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He kicks to Webb. Out left to the wing. Hunt. Misses and the dry spell continues.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And he jams it with authority.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
Well, that's just a good example of why the score is what it is. I mean, they need to protect the rim a lot better than that.
Here's the pass to Hunt. Lets the 3 fly, but they get it back. Christie nails the baby hook. Christie's got his first points of the night.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It could be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourselves to blame. Box out.
Here's baddest one. 8 points for him. And that one goes long.
No 3-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in the first.
Now Pierce. Webb with it. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And here is Whitney. Just 4 to shoot. Can't hit the free throw line jumper.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
From outside, off the mark.
I guarantee you that's not the shot they were looking for in that possession.
Here's Ortiz, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
No, you can't lay that pass in there any better.
And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds. They'll go back home, and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons. And then on Monday, they head out on the road and face the Mavericks in Dallas.
And that game against the Hawks, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Now, here's Bosch. A 14-point game for him in the win against Boston. McCoy passes to Geiger. Second chance shot. And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
on, gentlemen. Tooth shots. Roof shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. 10 points separating the teams. Now here's Ellis. From 13, Geiger with the rebound. Geiger's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Ortiz. Webb pulls it in. And around 24%. Not a good showing here. Here's Sharp. Connects from three-point range. He has 5.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Gray dishes to Bosch. And taken away by Ellis. Murray kicks to Ellis. The pass to Webb. Sinks the triple. Webb's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Bosch passes to Gray. Here's Geiger. Shoots over Whitney. Webb pulls it in. Here's Sharp. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist.
A nice run they put together here to bring it a little closer.
Well, yeah, they refused to go away. Things were looking bleak for a while, but they hung tough.
Ortiz, guarded by Webb. Ortiz. They can't stop the run with that one.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball. Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Here's Gray. Count it. Good. Gray's got 5.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here's Ellis for 3. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The home team, they lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, what made the difference over the course of the first half to get that momentum change in your favor?
Well, we finally buckled down and started getting some stops. We've done a poor job making them feel us. We've got to make it more uncomfortable out there on the floor.
Defensive activity leads to offensive results. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle there in the first half, huh? Taking a look at this home squad. Kenny?
Really great rebounding effort, Ernie, so far. They're putting up some nice numbers in that category. That's the big difference in the first half.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the visiting team.
Well, to say their shots are not falling is an understatement. It's a miracle they're still in this game. They need to flip the switch big time in the second half, and that starts with more movement on offense. If you don't have a great look, find the open man, drive the ball, create an opportunity. Come on, basketball 101.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Have to like what we're seeing from Baddest One.
Unbelievable the way he dominated that offensive glass in those first 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
So important to have someone out there creating second chance opportunities. He took care of those duties in the first half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Baddest One out there with Geiger. Then it's the chosen one. Then there's Jay, and that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. Whitney against Geiger. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Here's Craig. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Hitting around 29% from the floor. Tough night for them all around on the offensive end. Outside, Pierce. Pass to Whitney. Back to Pierce. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Webb. There's the triple. Hits it from 3-point range. Webb's got his second bucket of the night.
You love it when the big fella shows off his ability from beyond the arc.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Inside, here's York. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Baddest One's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Hunt. He has 5. Outside, Pierce. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Craig. It's blocked. The pass to Osborne. To the middle. Here's Pierce. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Pierce has got his first bucket in this one.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to McCoy. Whitney against Geiger. Over Whitney. And it's Geiger missing.
Having a little bit of trouble at the start of the half. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Pierce with a wide open look. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Here's Craig, guarded by Webb. Craig can't get it to go.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Solid start to the half for them. 3 of 4 from the field now.
Pass to Geiger. Puts up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. He's got 10.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Here's Hunt. He has 5. Kicks it to Pierce. Passes it to Osborne. Shot clock at 5. 20 feet out. Craig pulls it in. Craig's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the pass to McCoy. Shoots over Whitney. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Pass to Osborne. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Banked in off the glass.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
McCoy, Pierce covering. McCoy passes to Craig. Passes it to York. It's good. Baddest one's got 12. Gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. And the pass to Whitney. Down low. Craig pulls it in. Craig's got his 5th rebound in this one. Akedia, guarded by Webb. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
And so the timeout by Fred Hoiberg here.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
Gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Sharp, the pass to Whitney. Pass to Sharp. Clock at 6. Unloads. No good off the back of the rim. And 44% on their field goal attempts in quarter 3. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Pass to Osborne. Here's Christie. The pass to Sharp. Tries a 3. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 10. Gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Bosch passes to Hughes. The feed to Gray. Good, and it's Bosch picking up the assist. Bosch has got 4 assists now tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Whitney. Ball stolen. And they're moving it up. Here's Gray. He's guarded by Ellis. Here's Bosch. The teardrop layup falls off target. Gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Feeds to Ellis. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
That's just too easy. I mean, you can't let him post you like that.
Well, yeah, you want to try to deny and take something away, but you can also see he's smart about his position.
Here's Hughes. To the middle. It's picked off. Sharp, he's covered by Bosch. Bosch grabs the miss. Gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. He feeds it to Gray. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Now Ellis. Here's Sharp. That 3 off the mark. Out to the right wing. Here's Bosch. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Bosch has got 5 now.
And there's been a drop-off in their defense since halftime. I mean, they don't nearly have the same energy they did in the first half.
Sharp, he's covered by Bosch. Five on the clock. Sharp, nice jump shot, good. He's got 12. Gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Bosch scanning the floor. Here's York. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. To the right side. He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover. And around 41% on the night. Bosch with it. He has 5. Pass to Hughes. That's tipped. Here's Ellis. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
And here's Bosch. 58 seconds left to play here in the third. Pass to Hughes. Just 5 to shoot. Doesn't go for him. Gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Murray, the pass to Sharp. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And the first one drops. And good on the second, so he makes them both. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Whitney against Hughes. Back to Bosch. To the wing on the left. Here's Ortiz. And there's the foul. It'll go on Dub. That's his first foul. Gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Now here's Pierce. Ellis outside. Tipped away. Here's Whitney. And no good on the last second attempt this time. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. The home team up 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. We've got Ellis. Murray out there with A-Train. And it's Pierce, and it's Sharp, and it's the point guard. McCoy passes to Bosch. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Geiger. He can't hit that time.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Webb's checked in for Ellis.
One shot.
Here's Craig. Here's Akedia, and it's off from three-point range. To the middle, here's Whitney. It's good. This game is all even. A-Train's got 6 in the quarter.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give him much of anything in the first half.
The pass to Craig. That's tipped, but they recover it. Rebound by Hunt. Getting some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. This shot by Pierce will not go.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Craig. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Here's Hunt. Pass to Webb. Shot clock at 6. No good on the shot. Gone. 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Craig passes to York. Good D by Webb. And the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Pierce for 3. Here's Whitney. Second shot opportunity. Got a piece of it. Here's Craig. Here's Akedia. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Clearly a foul.
First one falls for him. The chosen one, he's checked in for the chosen one. No good on the second free throw.
And they've had the advantage tonight on the glass, and that's another big one.
McCoy, Pierce covering, passes to Bosch. Goes back up. No good with the layup. Shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And it's sent back by Bosch. They recover it. Left side Pierce. Now the pass to Hunt. Over Bosch. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
He's got to find better looks, so he's never going to pull out that funk he's in tonight.
The quick look, no good that time. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Down low, here's Geiger. The layup off target. Shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the fourth. Inside, Christie kicks to Pierce. Knocked loose. McCoy, Pierce covering. A step back shot here, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Pass to Hunt. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Pierce. Clock at 4. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Here's Bosch. Knocked away. And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last. And so the timeout by Fred Hoiberg here. Guys, what's your take?
And they need to use as little time as possible here. If they can get a bucket before the clock hits 24 seconds, they can try for a stop on the next possession. If there's less than 24, then they'll have to foul.
Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Shake and Bake.
And as you'd expect, he's done most of his damage in that low block. I mean, that was the game plan, to get it to him in the paint and just let him go to work. And boy, has the big fella delivered. He has just killed them down low.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Fred Hoiberg was talking to his team during the timeout. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. See if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now that was timing.
And so the timeout by Fred Hoiberg here. .26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Pierce. Here's Whitney. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And an intentional foul right there. 15 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
At the line, Bosch taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Good lead gets even better with excellent work at the stripe.
To the left side wing. Pass to Hunt. Here's Osborne. From outside, off the mark. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for